Well, that will happen when you hit home runs. It doesn't matter who you are. You start to swing a little bit more for the fences than normal.
Now, this is the third time that Johnny Oates has come out, and he's got to be claiming that Leary is doing something illegal to the baseball. He brought a baseball out.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything because, first of all...
And what did he do? He just put his glove up in front of his face as the umpires headed out there. Bucky Showalter's out in a hurry.
Well, they're trying to see if he did put something in his mouth, and they're looking to see what he's doing now. Well, first of all, you know, if the umpires, I mean, because the ball is cut doesn't mean anything because it came out of the Orioles dugout, first of all.
You know, anybody could have cut it.
Right, anyone could cut it in the Orioles dugout. I'm not defending or whatever, but because Oates brings it out of the dugout.
But did he not bring it out after a pitch that he thought had movement on it that might have hit a ball in the game that was also cut?
Yeah, but it still doesn't really matter because the umpires have to get the ball right away. I mean, can't be the one that they hit, you know, 2 innings ago or whatever. I think what Showalter is trying to do is deflect attention away from Tim Leary.
But do we know if they looked at the ball that had just been thrown?
Well, even that, so what? I mean, the ball, you throw it out at thing. Yeah. What do you want? We'll take a look at Leary as the umpires were, you know, coming out. Well, he takes his hand, he puts it up to his mouth. He's biting. Looks like he's biting on something more than anything else. Now he stops.
Now Johnny Oates is out there with the umpires, and Buck Showalter comes right over to Johnny Oates. Remember, Showalter getting into it with La Russa at Yankee Stadium a few weeks ago.
Well, I think Showalter's point is let the umpires handle it, not Johnny Oates. That's what he's basically saying. You're arguing, you deal with it. Don't listen to what Oates is talking about, because Oates, you know, is not going to make the decision. I think that's what Showalter's trying to that's his point there.
Dave Phillips talking with Showalter. Now he's over talking with Johnny Oates.
Right, because truthfully, Oates should not be on the field right now. And that's probably what Showalter is saying. Why is Oates on the field?
Well, again, we had this one shot when he did put the glove up in front of his face.
I don't see an object. I see him open his mouth. Obviously, we can't tell if he did put something in his mouth. It looks like he does. But I don't see him chewing anything. But again, I mean, it looked like he opened his mouth to put something in, but we don't know exactly what.
This is what the home plate umpire would have seen at that time.
But the third base umpire, Jim Joyce, came running in. He ran directly to Tim Leary, and he started talking to Leary. I mean, he ran directly to him, so he saw him go, you know, put his glove up. I don't know if he saw him obviously put something in his mouth, but he ran directly to Leary. The other umpires did not, but Joyce had the angle from third base, and he saw Leary put his hand up, and he ran directly to him and questioned him. But he looked right in Leary's face, and he said something, and Leary didn't open his mouth. He did not answer.
Now, Davey Lopes is also over there with Johnny Oates, the former Dodger, and now the Orioles' first base coach.
Well, you know, I guess it's that if you don't catch him, you can't say that he's done anything illegal until you catch him with an illegal substance or a tool on the mound. You can't say he's done anything illegal, and so I have to, you know, even though Lopes.
Well, now we're getting Dave Phillips motioning to Tim Leary, just I guess saying go ahead and warm up if you like.
Yeah, well, I guess Oates. I mean, what is happening? Davey Lopes feels that he saw him doing something. Oates feels that he did something, but unless you catch him in the act, I mean, you can't prove anything.
I once saw Dave Phillips eject Gaylord Perry for throwing an illegal pitch with a ball with illegal substance on it. And Dave Phillips got all kinds of trouble. I mean, Gaylord threatened legal action against him and everything else. And
well, what we're going to probably get here is Oates is playing the game maybe under protest. It looks like the telephone call is going up to the press box.
And Terry Kraft, the home plate umpire. Greg Biagini made the call for him, the hitting instructor for the Orioles. Sam Horn there, Mark McLemore, David Segui in the foreground for the Orioles.
But you can only protest an interpretation of the rules. You can't protest an umpire's judgment. And in their judgment, he didn't do anything wrong. So you can't protest that. I mean, you can protest, he's not going to win.
Yeah. And we understand that the Orioles are playing the game officially under protest.
But it has to be an interpretation of the rules. I mean, I'm looking at this. I can't really see him put anything in his mouth. I can see his mouth open, but I can't see him put anything in it.
We've got lots of circumstantial evidence. Is all.